Stop. Keep on, I said it ain't gon' stop. It ain't gon' stop, it ain't gon' flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
This is Inflewence, and I'm here with a review of Fans Toys FT-24 ROUGE, which is RC. And before I get to that, I have a little giveaway that I will be doing. So since I got ROUGE, I am going to give away this Jiang, which is Alcee, which is their RC, and as most of you know, it is an oversized version of Generations RC. So it's not a terrible figure. It's not a bad figure. It's an oversized Hasbro Generations figure. It looks pretty good. I had it as a just standing piece until I got a masterpiece version or a more masterpiece aesthetic. This is probably masterpiece size, but it's not really masterpiece aesthetic. Pick a random person. All you have to do is leave a comment and be a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, or just subscribe and leave a comment if you're not a subscriber already. And I'm going to pick a random person to give this to. So the giveaway will probably happen in December. I think I'm gonna give it a month. So towards the end of December, which will be close to Christmas. So this could be a good Christmas gift for somebody, for yourself. So yeah, just be a subscriber, leave a comment on the video saying that you are in the giveaway, and I will send that to you. The reason I'm giving it away is because it's not a really expensive figure, but I thought it would be cool not to just have it lying around here. And so let's get to business. Let me get a little closer view. So yeah, this is ROUGE, which is RC. As you can see, I got not Spike. I think that's Daniel in the driver's seat, and give you a little look at the car. Car mode is great. I think it looks like G1 car. RC was a weird car. I don't know if the color's coming off. It's pretty pink. I have his gun in there because he or she doesn't really have a place for the gun. Let me take her out. And as expected, just a bunch of robot. Here's the box. Fans Toys box. Typical. Nothing. Well, they're nice boxes. Got some poses. This stuff that's kind of funny, but it's just showing her articulation. And that's it for the box. Get a book, of course. Book is okay. This transformation is a nightmare, which is my first gripe with the figure. Probably my biggest gripe, because it's actually a good figure as far as just a figure. And you get the card, which has some more art in the back, some poses. So that's good. You get all these accessories here. So you get this gun. You get this gun, which is more. This is more, I believe, maybe screen accurate or toy accurate. I'm not sure. Maybe this is toy accurate. I don't know. I know it comes in 2 pieces. Just got to put it together. I figured it out without looking at directions. So, and you get a new chest piece, a different chest piece. It's kind of slimmer. And you get these hands that don't have. What's the difference between these hands? Oh, they don't have the gun handle. I didn't know what the difference was. I think that's it. Yeah, they just don't have the gun peg, I should say. Then you get all these faces. You got this face, which I don't know what's going on there. You have this face, which I don't know what's going on there. Some of these faces look the same. I can't tell. I think her eyes in this one, yeah, her eyes are different in this one. It kind of looks like, I don't know what it looks like. Actually, I do know what it looks like, but I don't want to say it. Get this face. This is the normal face, I believe. I think it was pretty cool. Get this face, which a lot of these faces look similar to each other. This is like more of a, I think maybe, yeah, this is a different featured face. So, and I actually have the face with the visor on there because I like it. So on car mode, you know, I like to start as they don't come. She comes as a figure. Got this steering wheel on there. Got a little console going on. Got some seats, sort of. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this. I hope I get everything on screen when I'm transforming it. This transformation is a nightmare. It really is. It's a great car. It does roll. Sometimes these wheels go to their unlocked positions, but it rolls pretty good. These hit. I don't know if I have them right. It looks like I do, but I'm not sure. To tell you the truth. Maybe I can put them back. Oh yeah. Okay, that one wasn't right. So yeah, that one's not hitting now. But yeah, that's another thing. It's so many just complications in here. It's a mess. It's a mess. Even though I like this figure, it's a mess. So we're gonna get the transformation. I don't know how orderly this will be because it's really just however you can get it without breaking it. You got a split. It's a split in here that I'm trying to get. There we go. This is a pain because it's tight connector. See this one, that's another thing I could never fully, I don't know if it's something I'm doing, but I could never get this one to fully lock in, which is kind of good when you're going back. But once you get it locked in like this side, it's a beast. There's two locking points. It's one here that goes underneath and it's a peg. Really it's this right here. I'm trying not to destroy it. Okay, had to get it kind of off camera. Now, this becomes a floppy mess. Just get these legs. It's like she's a robot almost. No pun intended. These all pull out like they're segmented, which calls for it makes it for a great look, but I don't know how much it'll hold up, and they're hard, extremely hard to pull out and push back in. There we go. Basically have the legs done. Pull this in like this, the body. Then you can push it, keep it in place. So now you have dancing RC. I'm tired of these transformations where you gotta flex things around other things or push them past other things. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to do, but it is. This stuff I leave for last because it's a nightmare. Okay. Let me go in order. Let's get these arms out the way for a minute. This out in a manner that you can get it done in. Flex this past there, and you flip it up. So, starting to get some business together. Yeah, so once you get this piece, like you push this piece through like this, and you can get it up. And all this stuff, this is what makes it a nightmare. Like, all this is just floppy. All this is floppy. My biggest gripe with this figure is the transformation. This is not a figure you want to go back and forth. And I like going back and forth, but it's just not one of those figures. And as you can see, it's just a floppy mess. This right here is like, sort of like the Seekers when you had the, you can get these arms out the way. They should be out the way. You gotta get this up here like this. And this is what causes, it's hard to get up there. Just gotta move this out the way. Oh, get these tires. You can push these tires down. So it's actually easier to do this going this way than the other way. My camera won't focus because I'm so close, but I'm trying to show you. And really, you just don't worry about this because it's just going to spin and be all over the place. It's just the nature of it. It wasn't this much trouble. Of course, it's this much trouble because you're on camera. I wouldn't advise pulling on that, but I just did. And it was fine. So, but there we go. Put that together. Now you're almost at the home stretch. So this comes down here like this, and these go into this. So then you have this oriented how you're supposed to. And there's like a little groove back here where the windshield goes into. So the windshield just sits on the back. There are a lot of gaps in this figure also, but it doesn't really bother me like it bothers some people. I don't know. I'm just not a stickler for that stuff. Does peg in pretty well. Once you get that in, then you can bring this around. Stick that arm in there like that. Oh, I forgot this piece. Put this piece under here like that. Then you can bring this around. And it'll pretty much fold up itself. You got two pegs right here and two holes. And that's where that other gap is that a lot of people didn't like. Can see straight through it. Doesn't bother me, to tell the truth of it. And there's gaps right here. Just want to point it out. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. Just put the flap down. I don't know if it's right, but it's all this stuff back here. There's a hole right there. Not sure if that's supposed to be like that. I think so though. Then you have this that kind of goes into there. Orient the arms. Goes into there. You orient the arms. She's pretty much done except for this mess, which is the car. Now this is an issue. I always have issues with this part. So let me try to do one on camera at least. It's like it's a hinge. So this is supposed to go out. This is kind of loose, so that's why it's a mess. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. I think you slide this in. No, we can take this out first. Just like pull that out like that, just to give you some, I guess, a little bit more room. Then this slides like that, goes in there. Then this double hinges up into there. This is the best I've ever gotten it. The thing is, there's a groove. See that groove? The bar, that's for the bar. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. Flip this over. All this goes down like this. Flip this over. So this flips over. You gotta try to get this out the way. This flips over into here, but then this bar has to go like this way. So where that groove fits into the bar, and then you close this and kind of has a tab there. This is a floppy mess. And I can't ever get that tab to stay. I don't know if it's something I'm doing, but it doesn't stay. And then you have this. This is the end product that's on the back. And while you're doing that, all this stuff will come undone, most likely. So let me try. I'm gonna try to do it on camera. Yeah, that's a beast. And then I messed up. That's why it was, oh no. There's a piece in there. Okay, it's this piece. Just know it's not display. If there was ever a figure that's for display, it is this. And she's pretty clean. It's a great sculpt. Of course, I mean, fans toys, that's what they do. They do good sculpts. Now their transformations are not great as of recent. Hopefully that'll change. Has some new figures coming out, but I don't know. I get these for the way they look and the materials. The materials are still there. Die cast. I think her whole leg, I believe. I don't know. I know this part is die cast. Up here, not sure about this part. It feels good though. They all feel similar, so that's what makes me think it was die cast. Articulation, do the splits, and it's friction. It's all friction. Like double jointed knees, her toes bend. They got a little rocker. They got toe tilt where you can get her standing on her actual toe like that. Elbows double jointed. This part, her forearm's a little long to me, but I mean that's okay. You got this. The hand swivel is like built into the little part of the wrist. I guess this is her whole wrist. I don't know. But head turns around. She can look up. She can look down pretty well. A little bit down a little bit too far. I'd rather have up because she's a shorter character. But also she's got that type of waist articulation. And you can pull her up. And does she get any? I don't know. She doesn't really have any waist. I don't think she has any waist articulation. But I said that on my Quiet Disc review too. And he actually does have waist articulation. So anybody out there that was wondering about that, surprised anybody let me know. These arms can move all the way around, but the backpack pieces, you move them over. They can go anywhere. They can go together. You can have them like this. You can. It's just a wide array. I was gonna do this off camera, but I wanted to show she has a peg. It's unlike the other Masterpiece figures, Masterpiece style figures. There's a peg in the front, and this gun actually has a hole in the front. So because her hands are so small, I figured that's why they did it like that. So you gotta put it's kind of cool though, because you can bend her fingers. They're all on one joint, so you can bend them out. And this stuff does come apart. That's a great. So this video is getting too long. And I'll keep saying that every time. Trying to show this on camera. And I'm an amateur at this camera work. But she holds a gun really well. Ain't going nowhere. Holds this one well too. So yeah, she holds both her guns well. I mean, you can get her in a variety of poses. It just takes extra time because of her length. You know, her feet are super skinny, so I mean, you can get her. You can actually get her in like crazy poses. Like I said, it takes a little bit to get her to stay standing there. As you can see, once you pose her, you need to don't walk by yourself and breathe on her, because it's gonna fall. I'm not the best poser anyway, so as you can see, I just showing her leg articulation. Like she can get in crazy poses. Like they had her like Terminator sliding. These things don't bother me as much as they bothered some people. I mean, it is what it is. They do flop around a little bit on the shelf. They're not gonna bother me. The hollowness through the chest doesn't bother me, but it's something to be mentioned. Her head pops up sometimes. That's annoying, but if you get it on tight, you're not gonna have an issue with it. Like I said, this figure is a figure like for collectors that are just gonna leave it on the shelf and just leave it alone, pose it, put it up there, leave it alone. It looks the part. It's a great addition. Even though this video is super long, I'm gonna bring in some of the other people. Now that's Fans Toys Cup. So you see how they look next to each other. And this is Takara's Hot Rod Masterpiece. Now it's crazy handling him after handling these two. I can truly say that even though everybody wants Takara's official Masterpiece, they are much better built figures than most of the Masterpieces. They are material-wise, they're much better. And the disparity in price of Masterpieces aren't that much between Fans Toys and official Masterpieces. Fans Toys is probably one of the companies that are giving them a run for their money. Especially with the Hot Rod. I mean, the Hot Rod isn't the best figure to compare. As far as I just wanted to compare them because they were on screen together. So you see their height. He's a little bit taller than her, but also the way he's standing. Actually, they're almost similar heights. So yeah, they're not. She's not that much shorter. Some people think she should be shorter, but I think she was comparable. But that's a subjective scale anyway. So, And Cup is bigger than both, which I always felt like Cup was, or close to. So yeah, this has been Rogue Fans Toys. I know this was a long video. I appreciate everybody watching. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Like I said, don't forget about the giveaway. Subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll be giving it to a random person in the comment section. All right.
Hip hop, I feel I gotta say, who am I? You might say influence, and I spit better than most in this game.